receive a notification that recording is available, that link will not open for you. So what we do usually is we download that recording, we upload it to YouTube and share with you the link to the YouTube video. And this is where you can watch the recording. Yeah, we just an update considering the Eid al-Adha, which will be around the 28th. So we are canceling the weekly workshop on Thursday, that is 2 weeks from now, the 29th. So Eid Adha Mubarak for everyone. And yeah, just an advance notice that the call will not happen. We already sent a cancellation regarding that meeting in specific. Okay, questions? Yeah, mic is disabled for everyone. I will allow the mic only for anyone who's raising his hand for a question. Sarah, good morning. Can you unmute yourself?
Good morning. Thank you all for taking the time to answer our questions. I just have a few questions. Is there any update on how much Tatmeen subscription fees are going to be and when this will be announced?
Okay. Tatmeen will not have subscription fees as such. There will not be anything that you pay as a subscription. What the ministry is planning to launch or to issue is a financial decree that would specify how much amount the licensed agent will have to pay on top of the current fees that they are currently paying for the shipping import permit. So when the licensed agent is applying for a shipping permit through the ministry system, currently they are paying, I think, 1%. That is for permit approval. That amount will be adjusted to add another amount for Tatmeen, which will be announced later on once the financial decree is published by the Ministry of Health.
Okay, thank you. And one more thing, is there any update on pallet aggregation, if there's going to be a decree or a circular to just inform us that pallet aggregation is not mandatory, but it is preferred, for example?
Okay. Currently, the serialization guideline is showing that the pallet aggregation is mandatory. That is clear. However, we know, and everybody knows, that not all shipments coming to the country are palletized. There might be 1 carton or 2 cartons. So the ministry instructed us to adjust the validation. And for now, 1 level of aggregation only is required on Tatmeen, and that is since the beginning. However, the revision of the serialization guideline is still pending with the ministry. We do not have an update on when that will happen and when the updated serialization guideline will be released. But for now, Tatmeen validates only 1 level of aggregation.
Okay. And my last question is, I know a lot of pharmacies are not yet onboarded onto Tatmeen. And we are actually, as MEHs and also as distributors, we are onboarding onto Tatmeen and putting all of our products through Tatmeen. Is there a chance that our products will be stuck on the second level of the supply chain, which is at the distributor side, and not be able to be sold to pharmacies that are not onboarded?
Okay, no. The ministry is not stopping the flow of goods throughout the supply chain, whether from you, the MEHs, the licensed agents, or the dispensaries, even the dispensation. So currently, the products that you commission to Tatmeen are not dispensables. So the dispensaries cannot process the dispensation on Tatmeen because the product or the shipping permit number has not been market released or customs released. Those are the 2 steps that are required on Tatmeen in order to allow the dispensation. And the reason why that validation happens is that the ministry would not allow products to be sold to end patients if they do not receive the market release or market approval from the Ministry of Health and Prevention. That is historically the process. The medicine are allowed in the country, but later there is 1 more step, which is market release, where the ministry allows it to be sold. So entry, shipping, everything is fine. You can do all the steps of any commissioned products throughout the supply chain, except the dispensation, which is pending because of the market release and customs release. However, just to update you, we are in discussion with the ministry on how to market release and customs release the products that are already inside the country, already entered the country. And there will be a solution for that we will agree with the ministry. Probably we can do all these on their behalf, or they will do it later on. But for now, just to update you, you don't need to worry about that. The dispensaries can dispense products, even if they are receiving error messages or warning messages when they try to dispense it.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Those are my questions.
Thomas, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you. I'm also calling from an MAH.
Mhm.
And my question is regarding at least what I consider the last step in our process of successful reporting, which is going to the Tatmeen database and checking whether the files of the specific deliveries have been received. Now, up to that point, or until that point, we use the delivery number, which is created by our by SAP, our system. But up to that point, or up from then on, I won't be able to use the shipment number or a GTIN or whatever to search for a specific message, right? To confirm we've received that that shipment file on Tatmeen. All I see is the GUID, which I would probably have to go and find out from the file that we sent. Is there any other way to sort, for example, I don't know, batch information or by GTIN or a delivery number or anything else that the file that we sent contains, or is it only that GUID?
Okay. When it comes to commissioning, I'm just going through the process with you. You send commissioning messages to Tatmeen. That commissioning messages is, theoretically speaking, contains the aggregation as well. So you are sending commissioning and aggregation as well.
Yeah.
By default, Tatmeen would assume that these products are inside the GLN that performed the commissioning messages to it. So your MAH, your GLN, send commissioning and aggregation without shipping, just commissioning and aggregation. This would mean that these products are inside your location. So they are received in your location. If they are, and you don't, or you're saying it's not practical for you to go to the message log and search for the message ID, it doesn't
Yes.
help your purpose. You want an alternative way. My suggestion is that you can go to the product verification page and you can search there for the GTIN or SSCC. From that page, if the product is still inside the GLN that you have access to. But that solution will not work if you already shipped the products out of your GLN to the licensed agent, for example. If the products are still in your GLN, you can use the product verification feature. It will tell you the hierarchy, the SSCC, and other details that you need.
Yes, I see that. Yeah, I see that. And you're saying that as soon as it reaches the next step, which is from our agent, it is assigned to the agent's GLN, which is why we won't be able to verify the product with what you just said over product verification. Did I understand that correctly?
Correct.
Okay.
But just the only correction here, I'm not sure whether once they receive it, you will no longer have access to it, or once you ship it out of your GLN and before they receive it, you will lose access to that details. I need to verify that. But
Okay,
as long as you still didn't ship it out of your GLN, you still can use the product verification feature to verify the details, the hierarchy, the SSCC, whatever you need on the page.
Okay, so basically, it will make sense to have this check done within the workflow close to to the commissioning, not at too late stage because it might already be in the shipping process.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
But
Okay,
why
thank you.
aren't you using the message status query?
Let me check here, message log, because our agent, not our agent, sorry, our affiliate it doesn't know the GUID. You would have to go into the file and look for this GUID, and it's just not very practical or easy to handle. That's the main reason.
That's the
But okay.
message ID you're referring to, right?
That's
the message identifier, instance identifier.
As a message log, right?
Yeah.
And then I can sort by the time, the activity, the user, of course, and all the message status, whatever. And then I can search, but I will only find a result using this GUID, which is not known to the person that we plan to perform this job.
Okay, so the product verification for now might help. However, on the long run, I would highly recommend that you develop a tool to query each message after it sends and keep a record of the result of the response received by Tatmeen. That is what others are doing. So the integration tool that they are using is developed somehow to capture or to keep track of the message identifier and the response received from Tatmeen after they perform the message status query. That might be the optimum solution, because on a bigger scale, how can you track the status of the messages without an automated tool? You need to go to the product verification one time every
delivery. Yes, that's true. Yes, yeah. I will forward this to our IT. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks, Thomas. Mudassir, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Nawal.
Good morning.
Yeah, basically, I have two questions. We are from the Al-Shaq healthcare system.
Sorry, Mudassir, I can't hear you very well.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, now a little bit better. Yes.
We are from Al-Shaq healthcare system, and I have two questions.
Sure.
The first one is we are trying to do an unpack all. Actually, we are looking for a sample request to unpack all with a hierarchy SSC codes. Generally, unpack all is for SSC, and under SSC there are a list of SGTINs. But we have a scenario wherein two SSCC are under a parent SSCC. So how do we unpack all? Do we unpack all separately, or we can club together all the SSCC? I mean, we can, because there are like 3 SSCCs with hierarchy.
Okay. So unpack all would unpack all the items inside that SSCC at all hierarchies. Okay.
At all hierarchy stages?
Yes. So if you have, so you're saying you have 3 SSCCs, and those SSCCs are packed in one bigger level of SSCC, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you want to do unpack all for the higher level of SSCC, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then it will unpack the 3 SSCCs it contains, correct?
Correct.
So what is the concern? What do you need to perform?
My concern is, do I have to send, let's say I want to unpack the whole SGTINs inside all the 3 SSCCs. In a single request, can we send? Okay. Do I have to send the second level of SSCC again for unpacking?
Okay, I got you. So you want a tool or a command that would unpack everything.
Yes.
All the SGTINs inside the SSCC, inside the bigger level of SSCC.
Correct.
Okay. I am afraid that requires further digging. Please send us this request by email.
Okay.
But yeah, that was never requested, and I think it's not practical from a supply chain perspective because what would you do? You bring a pallet and you open all the cartons and all the SSCCs in it and put it on the staging floor of a warehouse? Is that something that
Yes, yes.
and for
Actually,
what purpose is that?
we are receiving multiple SSCCs in a single box. So, and we are, putting it everything in our storehouse and distributing after that the dispense and rest of the things are getting processed. So we are not sending, so the suppliers who are sending to us are sending two SSCCs inside a bigger box with an SSCC. So that way I wanted to know if we can unpack the higher level parent and all the inside SSCC and the SGTINs inside can be unpacked at the same time or not, maybe a sample request, because in the technical document only the parent SSCC and inside the SGTNs details, those samples are given, those examples are given, not this scenario actually.
Okay, the reason why unpack all doesn't or is not meant for that is because sometimes you send the whole carton as you receive it from the MAH to the next level, which is the drugstore or even the dispensary, the pharmacy.
Correct.
So that's why unpack all probably wasn't designed for this purpose. But please send me this request to onboarding at
Okay.
tatmeen.ae and let's check how we can help you with that.
Okay, one.
Mhm.
Fine. Sure.
Oh.
I'll drop an email. And the second question, I do have one more question.
Sure.
This is related to dispense. Actually, dispensing, I wanted to know, can we, put in multiple, SGTINs into a single dispense request?
Multiple GTINs?
In a
No.
single dispense request.
No, it's one item at a time. The reason is that you are expecting a response from Tatmeen if there is an error message or mismatching. So it's one at a time. Yeah. If the product is
Even
not known, if not known to Tatmeen, then Tatmeen's response will be unidentified product. How can you combine several products in one? That is not how Tatmeen is designed.
Okay. I get it.
Okay.
That's it, Nibal. For the unpack all, I'll drop an email.
Did you go through the hierarchy change training manual?
Yes. We have been through it.
Okay. And the current status update, the unpack all is not serving your purpose, you're saying? Okay.
Yes, it's not serving the purpose actually. I mean, with this scenario, rest of the scenarios are working fine, but this scenario it's not working.
Okay. Let's check how we can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nibal.
You're welcome. Mhm. Arun, good morning, Arun.
Yeah, good morning, Nibal.
Good morning.
Nibal, we have two questions.
Sure.
The first one is regarding a license. Okay, so we are from Art Pharmacy fertility clinics. We operate one clinic and one pharmacy, so where it's located in Abu Dhabi. In our organization, we have main warehouse and which falls under this clinic. Okay. So it serves as a central store for purchasing goods from the supplier, and we are transferring to the pharmacy and as well as for our OPD and OT. So
Okay.
in our OT, certain medicines we are used for patients within a
Sorry,
department.
OT is
Yeah.
what?
Operation theater.
Operation?
Theater.
What's the word? The second word?
Operating theater.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the term. That's it.
That is OPD, right? Outpatient department and OT,
Yes,
operating theater.
OPD is fine, but OT
Yeah.
is operation. Okay, fine.
Yeah. So certain medicines we are used inside that theaters department, and that medicines we are not dispensing from the pharmacy. Instead of that, we are selling directly from the main store to that OPD and OT. So here we need clarification whether we need to get a separate license for the clinic, or we can dispense those medicine from the pharmacy license itself.
Okay, so are they all in one location?
Yeah, we are all in one location.
And are they all under one trade license?
Yes. So
Okay,
we already bought a pharmacy license, the Tatmeen license we bought. Okay.
okay,
For this clinical products, no, which we are sending from the main warehouse to the OPD and OT. So that products we are unable to sell from the pharmacy. We are directly giving from the warehouse to the OT and OPD.
okay. Fine. That question was asked earlier to GS1 because GS1 are the ones who are giving the GLNs. And the
Okay.
response that we received from GS1 was that each trade license can have one GLN only. Okay. And
Okay.
you cannot have two GLNs for one trade license. Now, the process of dispensation is not exclusive for dispensaries. So if your trade license or your registration is a drugstore, like the central warehouse that you referred, or is considered a drugstore, you can still dispense the products from the drugstore itself.
Okay.
That is allowed. Tatmeen allows it.
Okay.
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 However, you need to check with the regulatories. You need to check with GS1 if you want to get a separate GLN for each location. Um, Now, assume a similar situation like a hospital. A hospital is having a pharmacy for
Yes.
outpatients,
Yeah.
and the hospital is having inpatients
Yes.
in the upper
Yes.
floors where they dispense medication directly to patients.
Yes.
Now, the pharmacy separately is a GLN
Yeah.
because it
Okay.
has a trade license separately, and the inpatient is a separate GLN. And the
Okay.
medicine is considered dispensed only
Mm.
when it gets opened, not when it gets transferred from the central warehouse of the hospital to the inpatient. If you send the medicine from the central warehouse of the hospital to the one clinic, to the dermatologist clinic, for example, and they did not use it, they didn't open it,
Okay.
then ideally speaking, I wouldn't dispense it. I would
Yes.
dispense it only when it gets opened by the
Opened.
nurse who is trying to use it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. In
that
our
is my suggestions to you. I don't know how that reflects to the operation theater the model that you're having.
no, in our OPD we will provide to the patients, but we are not selling it from the our pharmacy. So in this case, we need a separate GLN for the clinic, and we need to dispense from the clinic once it's sold to the patients.
Yes, if it's given direct to the patient, yes. If it's from the clinic direct, if it's, for example, an injection that you use directly to the patient,
Yeah.
you need to dispense it from the
Yeah.
location it was opened, which is the clinic.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
And got it. Got it.
Yeah,
And
so please reach out to JS1 because they have the regulations from the ministry directly, and they
okay.
can be better equipped to answer that question. But I'm telling you my understanding from Tatmeen's perspective on when
Okay.
to dispense. Yeah.
Sure. 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 I will do that one.
Mm.
And the second one is we have some other locations also, for example Align and Dubai as well as. So from that particular location they will request us stocks with this main warehouse. So what we will do, we will give a bulk POs to the supplier, and they will send us a stock. So in this case, if I'm received through the Tatmeen, and after that when I'm dispensing to the Dubai, it is possible, and how can I dispense to the Dubai location? For example, I received the stocks, right?
Okay.
In Abu Dhabi location I received stocks, and it physically here, and I'm sending to the Dubai location physically.
Okay. First of all, once you
So
receive the products from your supplier, you need to receive it in your GLM. You need to
yes.
mention receipt. Then,
Yes.
if you want to send part of it to Dubai, part of it to Al Ain, each part you need to send it separately by creating a new product transfer message, which is shipping message, and send it from your warehouse to any GLN that you want to, whether Dubai GLN or Al Ain GLN. Okay, they
Okay.
need to receive it first, and then they can dispense it if they are doing the dispensation. You are not dispensing in that case. You are
Yeah,
dispatching.
we're shipping. No,
Okay.
we are shipping, right?
Receiving and
if
shipping. You are not dispensing. Yes.
yeah, fine. So if we want to ship to the Dubai clinics, we need to get the GLN for Dubai clinics also, right?
Correct. And if
Yeah.
Dubai Clinic wants to ship it again, that is possible. And you can ship it all around the UAE, but every time you send it from one location to another location, that location must be having a GLN and they must receive it in their GLN.
Okay. Yeah, understood. Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Nibal.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Sorry, your name is a little bit long for me. Custom Pardes.
Evangelos, yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Sorry for misspelling your name.
No,
Okay.
it's very big, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yes.
My question is that we are trying to do a test in the staging environment
Okay.
to upload a CSV template, but we don't know what to fill in the permit field.
The shipping permit field?
Yes.
Okay, the shipping
Because
permit field.
when we upload the file, there's an error that we don't have a permit field.
Okay. One second. Okay, so let me tell you the shipping permit field. The shipping permit is something that the licensed agent, the local licensed agent, apply from the Ministry of Health and Prevention. They apply it online and they get a shipping permit from the ministry. That shipping permit number is the one that you need to use.
Yes, I know
You're
that,
an
but
MH, you're an MH, right?
correct. But we are trying to do a test in the staging environment, not a
Test.
real,
Okay, sorry, I
not a
missed that.
real upload.
I understand. Please go to the Tatmeen.ae, go to the onboarding journey, MH, go to the technical guideline for manufacturers. Okay. In the technical guideline for manufacturers, there is a sample MH, that is a sample shipping permit that is approved. You can use that one.
Okay. Thank you. I will try it and I will see it. Thank you.
Technical okay.
Technical guide for manufacturing.
For manufacture, sorry, technical guides, and you go to technical guide for manufacturers, and you go to page, Control F. So then let me give you the exact page number. Sample import permit. It's section page 23.
Perfect.
Okay, this one
Okay.
you can use for testing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Zebra DSTME. Good morning.
Good morning, Nibal.
Good morning.
My question regarding the device scanning, it is for our client Pharmalink. So in the Tatmeen application, in the product transfer page, there is in receiving module.
Okay.
We need to enter either SSC number we need to scan or GS1 number we need to scan, right?
Okay. Yes.
So while scanning GS1 number in the GTN field, it comes all number. Is there any configuration I need to do, or it will automatically take the GTN number?
Yeah, so there is some configuration that you need to do, especially the separation character. So there is a way to handle it. I think which company did it for us? Honeywell or which ones? The devices which we have. Honeywell, right?
Yeah.
So Honeywell did a configuration. I can do one thing. They created a script to correctly recognize the separating character, and they created a manual out of it. So I can send you that to, so that I think that will be pretty straightforward for you. You can do the same thing at your side and it will be done.
Can we publish it on Tatmeen.ae?
It's Honeywell actually.
It's their own.
It's their own.
Okay. Yeah.
So
But if it's not Honeywell, if it's someone else, it's the manufacturer.
Our
Uh,
device is Zebra.
yeah, I know,
Zebra.
but the configuration, the concept is same, right? So when you read SSCC, there is a separation character that where you define that this is where the GLN ends, this is where the serial number starts, this is where the expiry starts, right? So the
Okay.
configuration is to cache that character correctly so that our page can load that and send it to backend. So this is the only configuration that you need to do. I can send you the document. Just give me today's time. I'll find the document and I'll send it to you. And then you can, if still you have some query, then we can do one more favor. We can get on a call with you and we can test this thing live. That's fine with you?
Okay. Okay. That's also fine. I already sent an email in.
Yeah, I know. But let me just find it and I'll give you this document. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Nepal.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Rafiq, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Nibal. How are you?
Good morning. All good.
Yes, man. Nibal, just to have one query, just actually, the reported stock or non-reported stock. If
Mhm.
we invoice it in one invoice, okay. If a customer is acknowledging, it will acknowledge only the reported stock, and non-reported stock will not show them this is non-reported stock for customer.
Okay, first of all, we do not recognize the invoice level. That invoice layer.
Yeah, you mean
is
that SSCC code?
SSCC. Okay. So if you are having one SSCC and you put in that SSCC, half of it commissioned to Tatmeen and half of it not commissioned to Tatmeen,
Yes.
and the destination GLN received that SSCC, only the items that are on Tatmeen will be received. Tatmeen will not recognize the other items.
But customer will see that it's failed. It will show failed.
Customer will see that where?
It's a failed. It will show the message where if it is a handle is there, it will show for us is like a failed.
No, if they scan the SSCC, it will not fail. If they scan the SSCC and they say, this is what I received, it will be successful. However, if they scan item by item, yes. Okay, so if you send them a carton containing 10 products, 10 secondary packages without an SSCC, and you send them 5 of them on Tatmeen and 5 not on Tatmeen, and they try to scan the 10 of them, the 5 on Tatmeen will pass and the 5 not on Tatmeen will fail.
Okay, in one SSCC, we have together, we make aggregation together.
Yes, but you
In
cannot
that
make
case,
aggregation. You cannot make aggregation of the products that are not on Tatmeen. How can you
if I
make
want to
aggregation?
send an item supplied in one carton together, so always will not for us it's not feasible that to make it separately reported stock separately, non-reported stock separately. If I make it together,
Yeah.
and customer scan only one SSCC code, so
Yes.
in that serial number which are there, that which is reported, that Tatmeen will accept.
Yes, Tatmeen will accept, but Tatmeen will not accept. Yeah. So there is Tatmeen serial Tatmeen level, and there is the practical level. Okay, what you are doing really on real life. The Tatmeen, you can put 10 items, half of it on Tatmeen and half of it not on Tatmeen. You close the carton, you scan only the ones, the items that are registered on Tatmeen or commissioned to Tatmeen, and you create the aggregation through the SSCC, and then you send that SSCC to the partner. The partner will receive the SSCC, he will open it and take the items out. 5 of them are already on Tatmeen and became in his GLN, and the other 5 are not on Tatmeen and they are still with him as well. That is fine. He doesn't need to scan them. It will fail only if he's trying to dispense them. The items that are not on Tatmeen will fail, yes.
Okay, customer will scan only one SSCC.
Correct.
Nibal.
Correct.
Then it is the one under one SSCC, we have 10 items, 10 different SKUs.
No, only 5, because the other 5 are not on Tatmeen.
Yes, not in Tatmeen. This 5 will accept, and other 5 will not accept because it is non-reported serials, right?
It's not. It will accept or will not accept. Will not know about. Completely.
Yes, exactly. This 5 is accepted. Even if you show the failed, means its system is accepted. Tatmeen is accepted.
No. If it's showing fail, then he did something wrong. We need to
Okay.
validate what happened wrong. Okay? If he
Okay.
scans the SSCC and said receive, it should accept. If it doesn't accept, then he did something wrong.
Okay, fine. So imagine if I'm from Abu Dhabi store warehouse to Sharjah warehouse, we are transferring the goods. Okay. One of them are some items are reported in the same way, and I'm making a transfer letter. Is that together? I'm reporting Tatmeen is a two item. One of them is reported stock, one of them non-reported stock. Together, I'm making a aggregation and sending to Sharjah. So the Sharjah, when they acknowledge, only one of them will be accepted. The other one is not shown anything.
Yes.
Right?
It will not show. Correct. Yes.
Okay. So mean it's a background. That means is accepting. I can see the result or something that it is successfully received for one aggregation file.
Yes, you can do that from the product verification. You can go to product verification and check the product if it's in that JLN or not.
Okay, no, this is fine. This I understood totally now. So mean that if I make together invoicing item also in one carton, so I can create a SSCC code, and that means functions perfectly.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for clarification.
So, sorry, Zebra DTSME, sorry, I forgot if you introduced your name or not, but we'll be sending you the configuration today, hopefully. Just now, in 10 minutes, we will send it to you after this call immediately. Ahmed, good morning.
Morning, Bel. How are you?
Good, thank you.
We are still trying to do some testing with the dispensation messages, and I was sending an email about the case that we still having the error of not yet got import clearance.
Are
Would
you
have
trying the sample import permit?
Yes, exactly, on the staging environment.
Yes, on the staging. Are you trying to dispense products that were commissioned using the sample shipping permit number?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. That still requires some time to be customs released and market released.
Yes.
The shipping permit number. However, what we recommend is that reach out to the licensed agent that who has other shipping permit numbers and try to test using those shipping permit numbers, that not the sample ones. So try with a real case on staging. Okay, and let us know, and we will try to see if we can release those to you so that you can test the dispensation.
So you recommend to try a real import permit number on the staging environment?
Yeah, it will work. It will work.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so there is the sample permit number. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, it's the one that I got from the guides, the
This is
MAH
the one,
guide.
exactly, yes. However, ask the licensed agent, your licensed agents, for a more recent shipping permit number, and try to commission sample GTINs from that shipping permit number itself, because now you cannot commission any product. You need to commission products that are inside that shipping permit number, as if it's a real case. And then reach out to us, send us the shipping permit number once the items are commissioned, and we will do the market release and customs release for you to test the dispensation. Okay?
But this old one that is in the guide, you cannot do this for it. We have I sent an email already about it.
Yeah, but that is the sample permit number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sample is still requires some work from our side.
Yes, because there's a lot of item that needs to be cleared, and we need to make sure that they are fine. Right now, this clearance is in testing phase.
Yeah.
So it will be done shortly, but it will take maybe another week.
Better that you test another shipping permit, Ahmed. That might be a better approach.
I will different ways. I will wait for your response on my email, and I will try also the other workaround that you suggested to try a real shipment permit on the staging environment.
Yeah, please. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, so I think this was the last question we have. We will share the recording with you, hopefully within today, and we will you will find it on the chat. Okay, thanks everyone for joining us today, and have a nice weekend. Talk to you next week, hopefully.